Right, we're live. All right, it's Monday, July 14th, 10 o'clock, regular session of the County Board of Supervisors. First item on the agenda is the agenda itself and the minutes from July 7th and July 8th meetings.
Will approve A and B?
Second. And the agenda?
Yes.
We have a motion and a second to approve the agenda and minutes as presented. Any further comment? All in favor? Aye. Passes. Any public comment? Including the one in the back. Okay, new business. Mr. Auditor.
Claims are prepared and in front of you, sir.
Okay. Motion and second to approve the claims as presented. Further comment there. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Motion passes. Payroll.
We have a new hire for dispatch effective 7/21/2025. This will be resolution.
Move to approve resolution 2025-49 as presented.
Second resolution number 49.
We have a motion and a second to approve resolution number 49 and the new hire. Any further comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Anything else, Bob?
No, sir.
The drainage.
Have no new drainage to report under item 3, and for item 4, I'll defer to Sandy to feed you into that.
Are we doing on time? Let's maybe come back to that one. Or no?
The public hearings the
Yeah.
first meeting is at 10:15, so we have
Right.
time.
Okay, Sandy.
Well, Tyler's really more equipped than I am to walk you through the details of the completion hearing. You've got the completion report in front of you, and I think Tyler's on the phone. There he is.
Morning, all. This is the completion documents, the report and certificate of contract completion with for the Drainage District number 1 repair project. This is to satisfy Code Section 468.101. Attached to that is a completion report that outlines the original contract price. There was originally a change order for root cutting that was later done as a work order. So it was change ordered in and then change ordered off the project. There was some additional items for the bike trail resurfacing and some rectification of quantities as a result of the actual work, resulting in a total project contract quantity of $276,447.34, of which all but 10% has been completed. I would like to state that it is my understanding that the bike path has fully been repaved where it was cut through, and there is still issues of surface and subsurface wetness around the road right-of-ways where the work was performed and the road was cut and gone through. We're aware of that. The contractor is aware of that. We have been waiting for that area to be drier so that additional work could be looked at for why that area is sitting so wet, and an intake can be placed, reinstalled on the downstream side, which would be the north side of the road. So that has not gone unnoticed, nor is it going unfixed. It's just we haven't dodged enough of the rainstorms during the contractor's availability to get that done. That is essentially being handled as part of the 1-year maintenance bond, which the time has not even yet begun to roll on that 1-year maintenance period, as the work has not yet been accepted at a completion hearing. That completion hearing would need to be, the date and time would need to be set for that here today with these documents. Additionally, attached to this is the proposal for damages. We surveyed the areas of both CRP and buffer ground, as well as crop ground that was beans. The work happened after those beans had been harvested, but we are recommending a future damage amount for the compaction and loss of yields as a result of this work. ultimately, those damages in total, we're recommending be just a little bit over $800, $811.30 out to all those impacted grounds. At the completion hearing, of course, landowners that were impacted will be notified and have the ability to object or add to those damages. I know that there is at least the one landowner on the Woodford Ashland Lone Tree Farms on the south side of 235th Street that are anxious to get things replanted. However, they have not been able to because of the wetness in that area that persists. That is the rundown of the documents and how the project has gone so far. Other than that slight wetness by the road right of ways yet, and the water in the ditches as a result, this project went very, very well. We were able to salvage quite a large portion of the existing rerouted plastic tile by doing root cutting in there, and everything is flowing much better than it did before. So
With that, I'd approve items A and B as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve items A and B, setting the completion rate for August 11th at 10:05 as presented. Any further comment?
Brandon, on that right away, DD, I mean, are you guys on top of that? I mean,
Yeah,
if that's, I mean, I presume that's kind of your department.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it was, but it's not as good as it should be. So yeah, the location of that intake, I'm hoping, at least I assume we're gonna have some input in, and that should resolve the issue.
So that the final 10% is, in your opinion, okay to pay there, Tyler?
that in my opinion we'll have that issue addressed by then. But we do the payment of that 10% would only be released 30 days after the completion hearing. And that completion hearing again is set for August 11th. So we're going to have command over that last 10% for some time yet. But yes, even then, that's again, the contractor knows about it. They're doing work in Clear Lake right now, and we're coordinating a time to get that issue addressed. Like Brandon said, it's better than it was, but it's not how it should be. So we're in a little bit of limbo between that. But it's my drive is to get this all done so that there is not a question whether or not we should pay that last 10%.
Good enough. Anything else? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Skipping down item number 6, Mr. Auditor.
The standard quarterly report of fees should be prepared in front of you.
Second to approve the auditor's quarterly as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item number 7 is the authorized chair to support the city's application. Tom, you want that?
Yeah, the city of Mesa City contacted us. They're applying for a grant to help them with the financial part of the, I think they're putting it around about somewhere in the northeast of the city. They sent to all the partners, basically just asked for a support letter.
I would approve.
Motion and a second to support the city's application as presented. Any further comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Brandon. Good morning back.
Yes. Vacation's always nice. One of the things that came up while I was gone is that we were contacted by some landowners that along Sister Prairie's Trail, where it has three parcels that don't have any access from the roadway, and they wanted to get an entrance from Balsam onto their fields. But the two issues with that, I haven't gone off to look at it yet, but as far as I remember, there's some differential elevation of the field and of Balsam that I think might make the driveway not possible, and they have to cross the bike trail for this entrance to happen at all. So I need to do some research with the people that built Sister Prairie's Trail to figure out what kind of agreements were in place at the time when it was built. because I don't want to grant an entrance there until I know I'm not going back on some agreement that was in place. And I don't know if they can happen anyway because of that vertical difference between the road and the field.
Like that for a long time, so it's, I
It
mean, they're not,
it was a real estate, they must be thinking about selling them or something because it was a real estate agent that contacted me
It's on the north side of the road there.
on the west side of the road. West, east side of the road. Sorry, it's where it heads north up towards the
on the
grade.
northeast side
Yeah.
where the bike trail is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's after it goes through that field diagonally, then heads north, it's that north section of that trail. So it's something I gotta look at. I just wanna let you guys know that was being asked in case somebody asked you about it. But there's a lot of things I have to uncover on that before I can really respond to them. Other than that, one of the equipment things we're looking at is our mowers are always a tough thing. And instead of paying to put a permanent mower deck on our fence mower that pulls our bat wings, the bat wings do most of our paved roads in the county, but they're not able to do the gravels because of the slopes on the roads. So it just attaches on a 3-point, doesn't have anything permanently attached to it. We were able to find a batwing style mower that can attach to the 3-point. So then that tractor can be utilized on both gravels and pavements in the future to give it more use. So that's something I'm gonna look at in the future. Another issue we're having is our sign department has put ladders against the signposts to go up there and change some of the signs. Well, even after you do the shake test on them, they've climbed up there and then that post snaps off and they fall from 10+ feet in the air a lot of times. And after doing that and doing some research, I found that there is some like 10 Baxel 5500 weight class trucks that have 30-foot booms on them that utility companies use. And a lot of other counties are kind of switching to that for sign departments. So that's something I'm gonna be looking at for next year because we're just plain luck that our sign department guys haven't gotten seriously injured falling off a sign from some of those heights that they've been at. So we're gonna be looking at getting that changed so that doesn't happen anymore. Other than that, when it comes to work orders, Mason City's gonna put that big culvert in that's been sitting in their parking lot for a while. That's getting staked out right now. And while they're in an area, actually directly adjacent to this culvert, probably caused by that culvert being in such bad shape, there's 9 other work orders that are gonna be done at the same time for some tile work, a bunch of ditch cleaning, just a whole bunch of stuff in that area is gonna get done.
Where's that at again specifically?
I'll have to look that up. I don't remember at this point. It's up in northeast of the county. So that'll be a big area of drainage issues that get all solved at the same time. They're gonna start doing that tomorrow and it's getting staked today. Equipment wise, I think we have our truck we use for shouldering evidently had some big problems while I was gone, so I'm not sure how long that's gonna be down. So we'll probably be swapping over the tailgate and some of that equipment to a different truck for now. It's mounted on a spares on one of the primary machines, so we'll just have to see how bad of a situation that truck's in before we decide what we're doing with it. I guess other than that, unless you guys have any questions for me, that's all I have.
How about the barrier or whatever you wanna call it, out behind the shop on west side of town?
Supposedly, we have a source of those trees that were super cheap and Josh was supposed to be picking those up this week. I guess I hadn't talked to him this morning about that specifically, but yeah,
You got the moisture
it should hopefully be done this week.
as far as the neighbor.
Yeah, those trees planted the rest of the way to where we plan to have.
Any more on Illinois?
I contacted the guy to do the hazard mitigation inspection on it. He just hasn't arranged a date to come yet. As soon as we have that, I can let you guys know how much remediation we'll have to do and then we'll move forward from there.
Are you doing more plantings on Illinois though too?
We're cleaning up still. We're planning out what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get a quote from some of the people that provide that. It's not Country Landscaping. We're gonna get a quote from them and a couple of other people around and see what it costs them to plant it versus us or what they want to do. But it's not, I'm not planning anything right now, but we're still planning that out and kind of get stuff straightened out.
Thanks, Brandon. Going on to items 9 and 10. Manure management, and it looked like there was no changes. So to say,
Go ahead.
I would approve 9 and 10 as presented.
I'll second.
Motion and a second to approve the two manure management reports as presented. Any further comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Moving back up to item number 5, we have joint drainage district 1015.
Hancock County should be joining us any minute, and as soon as they're on, we can get started with that. I believe they'll be calling in, so they historically do.
So purposes of procedure, was there any correspondence, communication, or announcements? Okay.
If you guys don't mind, I might get out of here.
Okay.
Thank you much. Thank you.
Also back to work.
Yeah. So there's one coming away.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Ten 30. Or next meeting.
Next meeting?
Got to 10:30.
Wasn't listed on the website. It's joint drainage district.
I don't think so.
That's not.
It's a bigger one.
I knew right away it was you. Yeah. That's right.
What's the morning? Mason City and Valley baseball.
Oh, okay.
It's another reason why I'm leaving.
Yeah, well, have fun. But kind of the start, shift to start yet. So
Must not have been in when you were.
yeah.
See you later. All right. Have a good one.
See you, Bob.
See you.
You got this all at once.
No comment. Just joining right now, so we'll give them a second to get in. Hancock County, can you hear us? Hancock County, are you guys able to hear us?
We are. Can you hear us?
Yes, we can. I'll turn it over to Chairman Watts to go through who's here and we'll continue.
On Cerro Gordo, we have supervisors, Callahan, GNAP, and Watts. From the auditor's office, we have Wedmore and Peshek.
Okay. And from Hancock County, we have Supervisors Sherlin, Ray, Hans, and Greiman. Our auditor, our drainage clerk, a member of the press, a member of the audience, and then on GoToMeeting, we have a member of the press and 2 members of the public.
All right. Before us, we have the approval of or denial of the easement application as presented for districts 113, 123. Tyler, did you want to comment on anything?
I actually, Chris,
Adam's got it.
I give you a little background. This is Adam Wetmore. A little background on this. Cerro County has the policy in place that when a proposed project will be done inside of established drainage district that's under control of the supervisors, as trustees. It's to forego this review process. We received the right-of-way request from Sarah Smith, an engineer with Idell's, on behalf of the Banky Farms property to convert it more into a wetland area. Back on June 2nd, this joint drainage district trustees met and assigned the project to be reviewed by Tyler Conley, professional engineer with Bolton & Make, to determine its impact on the drainage district infrastructure. Tyler Conley has submitted his recommendation, which is in my memo, that basically states that their project has to review all capabilities, or excuse me, capacities of the district are being preserved, and recommended that it be approved. Just to note, all costs for this project are borne by the applicant. There's no cost to the landowners or either county. And the cost for the engineering review is, again, the responsibility of the applicant, no cost for that are borne by either county. So, based on that, the recommendation from our office would be to coincide with Tyler Conley's to approve the right-of-way easement and allow them to proceed as they submitted the application for.
Anybody have anything further to add to this? If not,
I would approve.
we have a motion by Casey,
I'll second it.
That was, Jermeline?
and a second by Bud. Any further comment? All in favor? Aye.
All eyes in Hancock.
All eyes in Cerro Gordo. So that completes our discussion with you, sis.
Okay, well, thanks, Chris.
You folks have a good day.
They'll be back on at 10:30.
We'll
So
talk to you at 9.
I move to adjourn.
So,
The motion is second to adjourn. All in favor? Aye. We are adjourned to 10:21.